what we've seen from Labour today, this is a party indicating we are ready whenever you want to fight that election, whenever you want to call it, we're prepared, we've done the groundwork, now our people are in top jobs. Rishi Sunak has reshuffled his backroom team in number 10. He's got a new director of communications in Narissa Chesterfield, very experienced member of staff, and now he needs to do the same for his cabinet. But the big question is when. I think the Labour leader is trying to show people that he's getting his party ready for the next general election. And what I mean by that is he's moved some of those people who were on the soft left of the party out of those bigger positions, Lisa Nandy, I'm thinking about in the main, and he's moved in some people who have experience of government, like Hilary Benn, people who've worked in government before, they might have been special advisors, they may have been around at the time, who really understand what it takes to try and hit the ground running. That's going to be absolutely crucial for Labour to do well. Hilary Benn is a really interesting appointment, and it's quite a telling one. There will be lots of people who look at that and think, well, this is a man who is from the Blairite side of the party. You know, he was around under both the Blair and the Brown governments. He has a huge wealth of experience and knowledge. He was also part of the Jeremy Corbyn top team, but that doesn't mean that he was a good fit for Jeremy Corbyn's team at the time. And I think that's one thing to bear in mind. You know, he's made some incredible speeches which ran against what the party leader, Mr. Corbyn, was doing when he was leading the Labour Party. And I think the reason Sir Keir Starmer has him in now is for that weight of experience, the heft that he brings, and the credibility, actually, because people are starting to look at Labour and weigh them up in a different way. And it's people like Hilary Benn and others in that top team who are going to help Labour if they can get over the line. Angela Rayner will be pleased that she still has a very big part to play in the Labour top team. She has, of course, been moved to shadow levelling up, the brief that Lisa Nandy has been demoted out of. I mean, it would always have been very difficult for Sir Keir Starmer to get rid of Angela Rayner completely. And actually, I don't think he would have wanted to, because he needs to show the left wing of the party that there are still some people there that represent them. And remember, Angela Rayner has a great reputation and relationship, actually, with the unions, who will remain important for the Labour Party. But this is a sign, actually, that Angela Rayner has been given a brief where she will be expected to perform well. She will have to get across policy. She'll have to communicate it and deliver on a really, really important area. Actually, one that we've been talking about all week, concrete, of course, comes into local government. So she's going to have to really step up and deliver now, and that's going to be important. Lisa Nandy has been demoted. There is no question about that. In fact, she's probably one of the most high-profile demotions for this reshuffle, and there haven't been many. Rosina Allen-Khan, Jim McMahon, another two who are now no longer in the shadow cabinet. Now, Lisa Nandy will still attend shadow cabinet meetings, but she isn't a shadow Secretary of State anymore. And I think it's fair to say that those around Lisa Nandy feel that she's been treated, you know, a little bit unfairly. She was seen maybe as soft left of the party, and there's a sense that Sir Keir Starmer wants to sweep that away. But she would say that she did, you know, a credible job communicating a difficult and important brief. She was regularly on the media. I think, though, there was a sense from those around Keir Starmer that she just wasn't performing well enough, and they wanted somebody who would do a better job in that brief. But she is the most high-profile mover down the rankings in the shadow cabinet reshuffle. So there have been some other really high-profile moves, actually, some big moves that Keir Starmer has made. Some of those are about reflecting credibility, but some of them are about new blood and people who the public will see and think, yeah, you sound like you know what you're talking about. And one of those is Darren Jones. Now, he has been moved to Chief Secretary to the Treasury. Absolutely crucial role, given Labour needs to maintain that credibility on the economy that it's done so much work on building up, and that polling is actually showing it's doing quite well. He was the chair of a select committee, of course. He's had to step down from that particular role. And Pat McFadden's promotion is also a really interesting one to watch out for. Now, he has written a lot of the policy, been involved in a lot of the backroom workings of the Labour Party. He's now going to be National Campaign Coordinator. Again, an indication that Sir Keir Starmer has an eye on how to fight the next election, who will fight it, and crucially, how to win. Rishi Sunak has had a small reshuffle of his top team, but when I say small, I mean he essentially had to remove Ben Wallace, the Defence Secretary, who had stepped down. He's promoted someone else into that spot, Grant Shapps, very loyal member of the cabinet who will now take on that role. And Claire Coutinho, another very loyal person, first of the 2019 intake to join the cabinet, of course, into the energy brief. Two big moves, but a limited reshuffle, and it's been seen by lots of people as the Prime Minister shoring up those who agree with him, who will pretty much do what he wants them to do. There is a wider reshuffle on the cards, but I think the fact that we haven't seen it yet from the Prime Minister tells you that he's still not quite sure how that top team needs to shake up. And in light of what we've seen from Labour today, this is a party indicating we are ready whenever you want to fight that election, whenever you want to call it, we're prepared, we've done the groundwork, now our people are in top jobs. Rishi Sunak has reshuffled his backroom team in number 10. He's got a new Director of Communications in Narissa Chesterfield, very experienced member of staff, and now he needs to do the same for his cabinet. But the big question is when. Unlikely to come before his conference season, but coming after that will mean it gets ever closer to a potential general election.